And so I had this kind of, this energy. I go, I have to, no one's going to do it for you. I saw Jordan Peterson, fight for that Bill C-16 thing.
Yeah.
And I go, holy shit, watching, if it's worth watching the congressional hearing in Canada, where he's explaining you can't compel speech. You can't tell somebody you have to say my pronouns or you go to jail. He's like, this is going to get out of fucking control. Everything he said came true.
Yeah. I had him on at the beginning of that stuff. And I remember people saying to me, like, why do you care about what happens, these obscure moments that happen in these universities? Mm-hmm. And I had Brett Weinstein on after the Evergreen College thing, same kind of thing. And I was saying, like, you don't know, these people are going to graduate. Do you understand what this is the future?
Yeah.
Like these attitudes that are these kids are being indoctrinated into these mindsets, they're going to expand and they're going to be involved in the workplace and they're going to be involved in politics and culture. Like this mind virus is going to go everywhere. And you got to say what it is. You got to call it out when you see it. That this is kind of crazy. And obviously, all these years later, I mean, this was like 2016, I guess.
Yeah.
So here we are,
Well, he's part of the reason I pursued this, Jordan, because he's like, you have to tell the truth. That's it. Tell the truth. Or tell the truth, or at least don't lie. It's like, you can't bloody compel my speech,
That's pretty good.
Clean your damn room, it's like finger a cat, rescue your father from the bell. It's like, it's like, And
How'd you develop that one? That's a good one.
You know why? Because I was in a little emasculated little he-him living in New York, and I would sit in my room and watch his lectures with my fucking head would explode. I go, holy, this is all the shit that I think and feel, but I haven't been able to articulate.
He's a brilliant guy.
And my life changed forever. Once I heard him say that, tell the truth, at least don't lie. And my life has changed. That video of him with Kathy Newman, have you seen that?
That's amazing.
I watch that every week.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's a master class in how people will try to bend your word. And he does not bend. He'll be like, well, women need to contend in the workplace. So what you're saying is women should just be raped in the break room. It's like no. It's like, I'm not saying that.
It's a funny conversation because it's all that gotcha shit gone wrong because you're doing it with a skilled person, a skilled linguist, and someone who really understands what he's saying and has a deep understanding of the history of Marxist and Leninist philosophy and what it leads to, what communism and socialism actually leads to. What you're actually saying is by forcing people to comply, there's only one way you force people to comply, and that's violence. That is the only way. Mm-hmm. Ultimately, we're going to put you in jail. What happens if I resist? We're going to kill you. It gets to that. It gets to violence. We're going to grab you. We're going to hunt you down. We're going to put you in a cage. And then we're going to force everybody else to comply as well. And this is what he's saying. It's like you cannot go down this path if you do not know where it leads to. You can't think you're being virtuous by standing up for the disenfranchised and imposing this, especially the gender pronoun thing, which at that point in time, there was 78 different recognized gender pronouns.
Yeah.
Like, who knows how many there are now? Like, now it's nuts.
Thousands.
It's just like people just make things up, and that's what's the fun thing about TikTok. China is so clever.
Oh, my God.
They're so good. TikTok is so good. They're so smart what they did, and then to show you these outrageous people over and over again with fake eyelashes, reading stories to kids, just freaking everybody out with a bunch of different, I'm two-spirit and I'm this and that and I'm trans-masculine with the whole thing is just nuts.
And then shutting down free speech. I mean, I've been shut down for 3 years. They froze I was going all my pandemic shit. Oh, they
on
shut
TikTok. They banned you. What'd you do?
They don't have to tell you. Besides being white
boy.
I was texting while white. They don't have to tell you. That's part of when you sign up.
Right. Especially TikTok.
And it's communist. It's a communist Chinese. We are It's an act of war living in our pocket.
I don't use it.
I can't believe it.
It's the one I don't use.
Well, I was telling you, I changed my name to Queer Disabled Comedian. And suddenly, they let me... I started getting ad offers from TikTok. They're just like... And then when I did the bit about where I come out on stage as gay, that was the first video that they let kind of through.
Is it because the algorithm let it through?
Probably.
Did it get reviewed eventually?
Yeah, it just got removed again. I just posted it again because I'm like, fuck you. So I keep posting these things over and over.
You just post it under different names?
Yeah.
Yeah, my youngest daughter's obsessed with the vegan teacher. The vegan teacher's this crazy lady on TikTok that's like this crazy vegan lady, and she keeps getting banned. And so they keep bringing her, keeps making up new accounts and coming back.